Hello everyone, hopefully you are doing great. In this week, our discussion topic based on non-profit organizations communication tactics and which types of ethical consideration have to keep in mind for all non-profits when they make efforts for advocacy and fundraising efforts. First of all, I'd like to say that if any organization has this mission-driven approach, so definitely they have to ensure their trustworthy, transparency, accountability, and honesty among their stakeholders. So for this reason, first of all, they can maintain and can concern about it their transparency and honesty. For example, I can say if any disaster when happen and they make any fund, actually they have to go beneficiaries and have to fundraising. So in this sector, actually they have to mention about their financial conditions, their goal, which types of budget they make. Actually, beneficiaries and fund donors actually deserve the data, accurate data, and their money, which actually where it is going and how it is works for them, and it's they have to know it's their rights to know about that. So I think in this case, non-profits have to be transparent and accountable for their causes, their activities, and everything with their stakeholders. And it's important to maintain their transparency among stakeholders. And first and foremost, which is necessary, that balance emotions and focusing advocacy. In this case, actually, the persons which I'm presenting for raising my fund definitely have to take their consent. For example, I can say we are any non-profit organizations wants to develop any impoverished community. And for this, actually making emotional sentiment among donors, they spread any news or any individuals in story or any children's face. Actually it can harmful productions, and in this case, actually these specific individuals or children may be face problems, and it without consent, any non-profit organizations can make these types of emotional situations without their consent and have to be concerned about it, that I think. And not providing these types of emotional sentimental issues, they can focus on how they can improve their conditions, and how actually if this non-profit works properly, these children can find her or his human rights properly. So instead of focusing their impoverished conditions, they can focus on how it works or the development stories, and it will be helpful in balancing and to respect their data. And for donors, it's also important to protect their information, personal data, and if any donors don't want to share his or her identity among others, so in this case, this non-profit should be concerned about it. And another case, if any crisis situation happen in ethical communication process, non-profits can force any donors to make donors again and again. In this case, actually, in communication tactics, non-profit can provide information the donors that how his or her money works, and how this budget they make, and how it will be work for beneficiaries. In this way, if they engage donors with their work as a part, as a partner, not as a just part of sending money, sending donors, just in a crucial moment we are praying for a fund, but in every time we make a good relation with donor in an ethical communication way, then it will be good, and it will be a great tactics to maintaining donors for our non-profits. And another thing here is that for maintaining accountability, I think these non-profit organizations can follow their website, their social media sites so properly. That's the reason everybody can make feedback, make a response, reactions and everything. And it will be a great collaborations with communities which actually this non-profit serve, with media, and they actually can feel that this non-profits is ours and it works for ours. And in this case, as non-profit works for a variety of community, so it should be concerned about it. That's cultural differences, and every culture they should respect these cultural beliefs, their thinking and the process. So if they practice it, then they can reach out more of the non-profits with their positive vibes. And if follow these cultural differences, their beliefs, and they respect these tactics, then they can actually make specific messages and can reach out more people with their goals. And I think it's important for non-profit organizations, so which types of media prefers which communities and which types of beliefs they are belonging. So if they practice by these types of ethical communication way, I think these communication tactics for these non-profits will be more fantastic. Thanks everybody.